Okay, the second video. I was basically employed on a full-time basis to be like the consultant for Islamic educational services, and the work that I had to do was to look at Madaris and see what they need. And I found that they need so much, and then as I was working and looking at Madaris in the Western Cape, I then compiled work for them so that the Madrassa teachers can actually just have things in access. So what is basically the goal of looking at our lives? Firstly, our goal is, in this particular, is to develop an holistic dynamic curriculum guideline for life and for the year after. So if one looks now at this particular, in order to acquire that particular aim, creating a curriculum or kind of a set of work that can be done that help everybody, you have to have a goal. So the goals would be then to improve the Islamic educational services into Madaris and adult classes, and this was actually the beginning of my work that developed the actual full school of Iqra Comprehensive School. And then you have to give support and develop a mediator and training in learning and life communication. That's a main feature, because what is Quran about? It's about communication. It's a language. And then to create a stimulating holistic environment which people can learn from. Those are the three goals. For that, we need to have an advanced educator's diploma. I used to give courses to the Madrassa teachers. And then from that onwards there, if you look at to improve, what do we do? You need to improve the educational services. You need the inner dimension of Islamic practice, not just the Islamic practice, but get to know the inner dimension of it. We need effective parenting, and you need motivation for progress. And that will be the primary output of all that particular work. And then you have the holistic learning resources you need to create, because remember, it's important that you create resources that can last forever. As I say, for example, the Quran and the Hadith. The Hadith is 9 volumes of Imam Bukhari, and there are others as well, but the most reliable, they say, it would be Bukhari. Okay, there is Muslim and all the others, Abu Dawud and so on. But and then you have the Quran itself, a very comprehensive text. Then for that you need to develop your charts, your notes, your guides, your videotapes, your quizzes, etc. And this is all in this particular program for products for progress. The problem, one of the features of education is sometimes they are too focused on developing teachers instead of developing resources. Because teachers come and go. And but resources can stay. And you must develop features where people can learn themselves. So what would be the features? The sequential Quran reading and discussion needs to be done. Need to know about dhikr and du'as and so on for protection and progress. The salah, you must be able to have something ready for that, and appreciation the depth thereof. And then courtesy, which is adab, the adab of communication in families and society, in national and international scenarios. So that will be the primary output, and then the secondary output will be the holistic curriculum. And the tertiary output will be basically all of these features. So in order to do your sequential Quran reading, you need to know the Arabic language science. And then in order to do your dhikr and so on, you need to see a relationship between numbers and shapes and sizes and sciences holistically. And then a salah, you need to teach people how to be an imam, and how to be imam in the family, and how to deal with social events. And then your courtesy, you need to know the symmetry and the balance of arts and culture and development of sadaqah and zakah in order to develop people generally. What will that do? It will basically develop a personality, a nafs that will move towards the fitrah, the union of body, mind and soul and spirit. And then to help us to get to our nafsul mutma'inna, which is the self at peace. And that is the ultimate outcome. Only people in that state will be skilled mediators, and you know that this is something that we need in our community, and the Quran tells you about it. If there's a problem in the family, get a mediator from her side, get a mediator from his side, and then sort it out and stop a divorce, whatever you can. Don't let people suffer on their own. So the program here of learning and teaching and Islam, etc., is develop good mediators so that we have less arguments, etc., more progress. And that's the social result of having a good guidance, guiding learners and family on how to communicate. So that will be, if you look at that, all the work integrating like Quran, Hadith and so on, and what is we would call the secular life, in order to get a kind of a guideline on where you're going to be.